Good morning and happy Friday to the Ungovernables, the Captain's Crew, the LFA family, McGroin Nation, coming to you live from the deep red state of Tennessee on rumble.com/LFA TV. Welcome to Ungoverned. Happy to be here on a Friday. Thankfully, we are at the end of the week. Also, thankfully, I found the culprit that was causing my sore throat. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't allergies.
It wasn't the razor blade.
It wasn't razor blade throat. Big scary COVID disease virus. It was actually, from what I understand, unfortunately, Zyrtec D, the allergy meds. I was taking it because I thought the allergies were driving my throat crazy. Meanwhile, it was the actual ingredient in the Zyrtec, the pseudoephedrine, that was causing the problem.
Sean can't take the D.
So now I don't take the D. I don't take the D. I can't say the same for, Pete Buttigieg, but I don't take the D. Listen, I will if I have to get the allergies. Not that D, the Zyrtec D. But I will say this. I feel great. And by the way, Flonase is a godsend. So I just want to put that one out there, too. Take that instead of the, the stuff that dries my throat. So we're good here, I think. Welcome to the 6,000 of you that are watching the show. Appreciate it. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button for us. We'll be doing live calls second half of the show. Hey, I put out a challenge over on X because we're streaming over there as well. I put out a challenge over on X to the keyboard warriors who got something to say about my very confident thought that Candace Owens is going to lose her defamation case against the Macrons. Put up or shut up. We're doing calls today. 631-527-4545. I bet we don't hear a word from these people today. And if we do, we do. If we do, we do. But 631-527-4545. We'll be getting to calls, I want to say, around 10:40 Eastern time this morning. Maybe a little, right around there. I would like to leave some time just in case one of the brave souls over on X, the keyboard warriors, that does decide that they want, or anybody who wants to discuss it. We can have a long discussion. But come prepared and, come with your court precedent. Let's see what we got. But we're going to get to that, obviously, towards the end. And anything that's on your mind, that's not what we're going to be doing calls about exclusively. Hey, if you're excited to come to see us at the Arc tomorrow, we're going to be at the Arc tomorrow morning. And it's going to be a good day tomorrow over in Williamstown, Kentucky. Yes. So excited to see that.
We're so excited. Now, don't expect us to be there at the peak of the morning.
Yeah, it's a 5-hour drive. It's 4.5 hours for us, about 5-hour drive because bladder, right? And also the time zone. So unless
we'll get there closer to 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, unless we leave here at like 3 in the morning, we're just so we're going to be leaving here around 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we will be there. We're excited to see everybody tomorrow. So it's going to be fun if you're going to the Arc. Looking forward to seeing you. I've got a gruesome story with I guess you can say, a good resolution. Obviously not a story that I want to do, but it is news, and it's a good resolution in that this trafficking ring was busted up. It's a terrible story that these kids, these 10 children, were put through what they were put through. So we've got that story for you. Tulsi Gabbard hitting back at her critics over the Spygate document release. Donald Trump with a big win in Australia. We tried to do this not too long ago, mate. We love it. We're going to make Australia great again. I just did Trump in an Australian accent for the first time in about 2 years. Maybe not. Oi, a dingo ate my baby. It was the most beautiful dingo the world has ever seen. I can tell you that. I mean, it's really fun to do Trump in an Australian accent. It is what it is. Donald Trump visited the Federal Reserve yesterday, and a very interesting story out of Tallahassee, Florida.
What?
That we will get to. We covered it a little bit on 1210 WPHT.
Oh,
yes.
I missed it.
A very interesting story out of Tallahassee, Florida that we will get to.
That's my hood.
It's a funny story. It's a very interesting story. Hey, before we do that, I want to talk to you about our friends over at OFP Farms. That's OFPFarms.com. OFPFarms.com. Promo code Sean for 15% off. Explore the wonderful quality of Faith Farm and Freedom products with a special limited time 15% discount on your entire purchase. Take a peek at the lineup from OFP Farms, including stuff like this We the People soap, which thanks to Flonase and not thanks to Zyrtec, I get the full, you smell new things when it's all open, right? So it smells great. This is the We the People soap. I love the We the People soap. We've got the Outlaw soap here.
He's just over here sucking up all the
I'm
air in the room.
Sucking up all the air in the room. Sucking up all the air. It just succotash. It's wonderful. This stuff smells great. And by the way, we've had this soap for over a year now, and it still hasn't lost its scent. So it's almost like an air freshener too. Yeah. We love it. Take a peek at the lineup from OFP Farms. America's go-to soap company, famous for their natural ingredients, skin-loving perks of tallow and goat milk, and a big heart for farm-to-family skincare. Whether you're looking for gentle skincare or thoughtful gifts, these products bring together expert care and good values to make your daily routine better. Don't miss this chance to enjoy premium products that support your health and ethical choices for the entire family. It's OFP Farms, a small farm with big love. Go to OFPfarms.com. Use the promo code Sean, SHAWN. Spell it right. If you spell it wrong, I'm going to charge you a 15% tariff. You're not going to want that. OFPfarms.com, promo code Sean, SHAWN. Faith, Farm, and Freedom. Farm to family skincare. OFPfarms.com, promo code Sean for 15% off. That's OFPfarms.com, promo code SHAWN for 15% off. Yeah, this child sex trafficking ring that got busted up. I call it a ring. I don't know how large it is, but 10 kids rescued.
This is the Tallahassee story?
No. This is not the Tallahassee. The Tallahassee story is more funny than it is.
Oh, okay.
Than it is gruesome.
Okay.
Yeah. The Tallahassee story is more funny than it is gruesome, so we're going to get to that story towards the end. It's comical. I got a chuckle from it. We're going to get to this child sex trafficking story in a second. I do also have to get to a word from our friends over at Silent. That's SLNT.com. Promo code Sean for 15% off at checkout. Silent, SLNT.com. Promo code Sean, SHAWN. You guys check out Silent yet? If not, I'm going to need you to do it. SLNT.com/Sean. Between the government, big tech, corporate America, and criminals, your privacy is compromised 24/7. There's no other option. You've got to protect yourself. That starts with Silent. Silent's Faraday products block all incoming and outgoing signals so that your devices are invisible and safe from the outside world. From their backpacks, phone sleeves, and even their pants, their patented signal blocking technology blocks wireless signals, giving you the peace of mind that your data doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Just put your device inside it, close it up, and that's all you got to do. You're safeguarded from unauthorized access. Silent products block all incoming and outgoing signals, blocks radiation from the devices as well, and prevents you from being tracked and hacked. Take a look at these products over here on Silent.com. If you haven't done it yet, what are you waiting for? Stop being tracked, stop being hacked, and go silent today at SLNT.com/Sean to save 15% off and free shipping on qualifying orders. That's Silent. Stay ahead of what's coming and secure your privacy today. Silent.com, SLNT.com/Sean, SLNT. Not the word silent, but this is their name. Silent, SLNT.com/Sean for 15% off and free shipping on qualifying orders. Go silent today. Okay, this story about the sex trafficking is gruesome. It is ugly. I will say it ended with a good resolution only because these people, 7 adults, were arrested, which is obviously a long time coming. But I want to we got to raise awareness to the story like this because and then there's probably a lot more of this going on. But here we go. At least 10 children from ages 2 to 15 were locked in an Alabama storm bunker and sexually tortured and trafficked by their parents for 3 years. 3 years. You know, we hear a lot about the Epstein files and we hear a lot about, getting transparency in that story. And I'm 100% on board with transparency. You know what my whole, MO has been with Epstein. I want there to be transparency. I want justice for the victims. I want, folks to get the closure that they've been looking for. I want to know who is involved in, all of the terrible misdeeds that were carried out by Jeffrey Epstein. But with that being said, and again, don't take this the wrong way, Jeffrey Epstein's dead. Okay? Whether you believe he killed himself, whether you believe somebody else killed him, Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Do I think the people that he associated with, had there been associates in the child sex trafficking, do I think that some of those may still be active? I mean, sure, the possibility exists. But Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and these people are still running rampant. Not this group anymore, but, we've heard about that 764 group. The whole thing. At least 10 children from ages 2 to 15. And that's why I look at this and say, what is a more pressing priority? Getting lists of people who did things, sure, or stopping more things from being done in the present. And I would say going after people like this who are actively sex trafficking children is more important than chasing down names on a page. Can we do two things at once? We can. Should we get transparency in the Epstein case? We should. Are we? I don't know how to. This to me, and the instances of this that are actively going on, is more important than what went on. Because there are children right now who are still ensnared in this, who we've got to get free. And if we divert and we focus all of our energy on things that happened in the past instead of stopping the things that are happening in the present, it's only going to get worse for those kids who are currently ensnared in it. Again, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And this is why I think the cop-out of Donald Trump is covering for pedophiles is ridiculous. This is another arrest now. Adults used animal shock collars in their torture of the children. This is just brutal. 3 years. These kids were locked in an Alabama storm bunker by their parents. The adults used animal shock collars in their torture of the children. The children were drugged and tortured. Investigators believe there are more victims and perpetrators tied to the horrendous crime. You would think so. Something this sophisticated. Alabama police arrested 7 suspects in the trafficking ring. More arrests are expected. According to WJTV, the Bibbs County Sheriff's Office said some of the suspects are related, but other suspects are acquaintances of people who paid to victimize children. This is sick. Just sick. Suspect Andres Trejo Velasquez is a migrant to the United States. Bibb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division initiated an investigation on February 4th, 2025. So about 5.5 months ago, following concerns regarding the sexual abuse of children in an underground bunker located in Brent, Alabama. During the course of the investigation, investigators conducted interviews that led to the arrest of William Chase McElroy, who is currently held in the Bibb County Jail facing serious charges, including 4 counts of rape in the first degree, 6 counts of human trafficking in the first degree, 6 counts of sodomy in the first degree, and 4 counts of kidnapping in the first degree. On April 25th, 2025, investigators identified another suspect, Dalton Terrell, who was arrested and is presently in the Bibb County Jail, charged with 6 counts of rape in the first degree, 12 counts of sodomy in the first degree, and 5 counts of human trafficking in the first degree. Following ongoing investigations, Andres Velasquez Trejo was arrested on April 29th, 2025, and is also being held in the Bibb County Jail on 6 counts of human trafficking in the first degree. Sheriff Jody Wade expresses his appreciation for the diligent work executed by his office and emphasizes their ongoing commitment to this case. Think about what went on here. So 10 children were rescued who were being tortured with shock collars. You've got 7 adults who have thus far been arrested and being charged with rape, being charged with what is this now? 2020. What is this? Waymar 2025 saying age of consent in the Talmud is 3. So this is okay. That's a troll.
It's a quote.
No, it's not really a quote. It's a rhyme. Donald Trump never said those words. So to apply to attribute a quotation to that is dishonest.
I just didn't read what the person said.
Yeah, so. It's dishonest. That person there
Well,
may.
if they say anything else weird, I'll just
This Weimar 2025 may be a Chewbacca.
I already had to get rid of one.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Well, Weimar 2025, if you've got something to say about this, you're more than welcome to call when we do calls. 631-527-4545. E-Read 25 mentions one of them was charged with bestiality, too. Ugh. I don't understand how somebody can become this sick. And to me, and maybe people will agree, maybe people will disagree, but if you're torturing children in a storm bunker ranging from ages 2 to 15, and you're using animal shock collars to torture these kids, you should be put to death. There is no reason why you should be kept alive. Here we go. This is what happens when Jews. Here we go. Hold on. Weimar 2025. Give us a call. 631-527-4540. Whoops, that's the wrong animal. That's the one. Is that you? 631. Okay, Weimar. I actually want to speak to you now. You've got 5 minutes to make this call. It is currently 9:19 Central Time. At 9:24 Central Time, the offer expires and you will be branded a coward. 631-527-4545. 631-527-4545. I'd like to hear from you. Let me know. Let's put your philosophies to the test here. When Jews capture your country is what he said, or she, they, them, possibly. Give us a call, 631-527-4545. Donald Trump apparently now is owned by Israel again. I can't wait to hear this one if we get this call. Good. Let's go. You know so much. Man, I'm interested to hear from you. I love doing this. Okay. Back to this whole thing. I think if you're sexually abusing children from ages 2 to 15, I have no problem saying that these people should be killed. You know, is that humane? Oh my gosh. Is that these people, I mean, talk about humanity. Is doing what they did to children humane? What hope do we have for these folks in the future? What are they? We think they're gonna just stop this behavior? Do we really want the taxpayers to pay to house and feed these people? Are we like? Does anybody disagree that they? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just an emotional response. Is the death penalty okay in a situation like this? I'm asking genuinely. Do we think the death penalty is all right in this situation? Why give them humanity after what they did to the children? Why give them humanity after what they did to the kids?
This person's not going to call. They're just going off in the chat.
It's okay. No, they got 4 more minutes. They got 4 more minutes, and they could be muted for the day. Because if they're not going to call, they're going to be cowards. We don't put cowards in the chat. You know, we've gotten calls from people who disagree before. We've had good conversation. Matter of fact, last week, I think her name was Sherry. She was on and gave us a call. We had a conversation. It was a nice conversation. This person here is obviously is obviously not going to do that. Someone said yes. Put them to death. Wood chipper. I don't disagree. Which would be better justice, the death penalty versus a lifetime in prison with a bunch of men? You see, that's a lot of people will ask that question, right? And say, what's worse, jail or you know, dying now or you know, rotting in prison? I don't believe these people, after what they did to kids, I don't believe they deserve the privilege of remaining alive. I just think that this is like the world would be like, get rid of them. If they're convicted, and, you know, I mean, it seems like this is going to be a pretty open and shut case. Like, just kill them. I'm sorry. But you can't. And maybe that's too extreme. I don't know. Maybe that's too extreme. All right. 2 minutes to call, Mr. Weimar. 631-527-4545. 631-527-4545. You got 2 minutes. You're not going to call. You see, this is what I'm talking about, right? And I want everybody to be witnessing this. You've got a troll in the chat. I offer to call. I give you the phone number. Nobody's calling. And I guarantee you, when I get into, when we do live calls and I say to everybody, I told everybody on X, we've got thousands of people you're in front of. Prove me wrong about Candace. Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is. It's all right. When push comes to shove, you see these people fold like cheap suits. Okay, let's move on to Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard is hitting back at critics who are saying there's no there. Oh, there's a very large there.
Okay, that person's gone. I didn't do it, but someone took him out.
Someone took him out. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which is fine with me. I wanted to.
Okay.
I was waiting for you, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, we'll.
Okay, Eli took him out.
Eli took him out. It was getting to a point. I saw some of the comments. It was getting to a point. All right. Let's get to Tulsi Gabbard, though. Tulsi Gabbard comes up here and is firing back at the folks who are saying that there is no there when it comes to the Spygate documents that were released. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard hit back at critics who are attempting to claim that there's nothing to see with the newly declassified report on the Spygate hoax. Here is Tulsi Gabbard. Do I have this clip? I should have the clip. Here is Tulsi Gabbard. I don't have the clip. Tulsi firing back, of course, at these folks who are telling you that there's nothing to see. There's no there. Tulsi Gabbard was on with Charlie Kirk yesterday. And this is an enlightening clip that that Charlie and her had a conversation about this exact topic. Tulsi Gabbard was on with Charlie Kirk. Let me see if I could find the clip. Where is it? I guess I don't have it. She was on with Charlie Kirk yesterday and made mention of several things. I'll read it to you because I don't know where the clip went. The computer almost died last night. It was a very long night. Kirk said critics have tried to claim her allegations and contradict findings in the 2019 report by special counsel Robert Mueller. You know the Mueller report? Remember the Mueller report where she said, or where Bob Mueller, I'm sorry, said that the Fusion GPS aspect of the whole thing was outside of her purview, outside of his purview. Remember that? Bob Mueller? What is it with the Democrats and using old men who clearly aren't with it, right? I mean, Bob Mueller was testifying. It looked like he had dementia. If there's no there, why is James Clapper lawyering up? Does it make any sense to you? Watch this.
When the director says that she's referred these filings to the Justice Department for a criminal investigation, tonight we're told they formed what is called a strike force. Do you have concerns that they will attempt to prosecute you?
Well, certainly I do. After 8.5 years of this, and I don't know of an intelligence product that was more scrutinized, more investigated than that product was by numerous people. It's very disconcerting. It really is. And I take seriously when the President of the United States accuses me of being a participant in a treasonous conspiracy, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, what's your reaction to that?
It's ridiculous. It is untrue.
So what will you do if they come after you? What is your plan?
Well, I'll lawyer up, I suppose. Already have.
You've already hired attorneys in anticipation that this Trump Justice Department could try to prosecute you.
We've had sort of perpetual attorneys.
Yeah, he's had lawyers for a long time, which, I mean, but people have lawyers for a while, I guess, especially government officials and ones who did what James Clapper did. But there's a there. I got the clip. I found it. It was just mislabeled. Here's the clip between Tulsi Gabbard and Charlie Kirk. It's very insightful. A lot of information comes through here. A good conversation between Charlie Kirk and Tulsi Gabbard. Listen.
So the entire Russia narrative was on faulty, shoddy intelligence. Is that also included in what some of the skeptics or some of the critics would say, because they say, well, Bob Mueller found in 2019 all these different reports of Russia trying to influence the election. But we're not contesting, though, at least from my understanding, that Russia was trying to sow discord or chaos. I think that's well received and well accepted. What is the contention here is that there is no evidence. In fact, there's evidence to the contrary that Russia was doing any of it to help Donald Trump. And even beyond that, Brennan went on to say that Adam Schiff went on to say it, Brennan alluded to it, that Trump did it in collusion with the Russian government. Can you speak to this? Because in some ways, the media is being very crafty. So, for example, the media would say, well, there's a 2017 intelligence community assessment supported by bipartisan Senate intelligence that says that Russia did interfere with the election. And some people would say that, well, there was a 2019 report that says Russia did interfere with the election. You're not debating that. You're not contending that. You're saying, but they were not interfering to help Trump. Can you please elaborate on that and push back on some of the criticism?
Yeah, Charlie, thanks. That is the important point here. And I think it should also be of note that this is where the critics of what we revealed are going to. This is where President Obama's team and Senator Warner and other members of Congress are going to that exact point. They're saying, hey, look, nothing to see here. Everybody knows and agrees that Russia tried to meddle in the 2016 election. I don't disagree with that statement. Here's the point of distinction. Is that there is no credible intelligence that points to Russia or Putin meddling in the 2016 election in order to try to get Donald Trump elected, period. And I think one of the most significant pieces of evidence that was revealed in that report we released yesterday is the fact that Russia claimed to have very, very damaging information, high-level DNC emails relating specifically to Hillary Clinton's physical and mental health, and DNC leaders questioning whether or not, if elected, she would even be capable of carrying out the duties of the presidency. Russia had this. If they wanted to swing the election for Donald Trump, they would have released it in September, October of 2016 at a pivotal time to swing momentum into Donald Trump's direction and damage Hillary Clinton's campaign.
Bingo. And why did nobody do it? Why did Russia not do it? Do you think for a second, I mean, this theory never made sense to me. That Russia preferred Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton. Why would, it's the old devil you know versus the devil you don't know. Why would Vladimir Putin want the guy who is promising to make America strong, right? Why would Vladimir Putin want the guy who is promising to put America first? Vladimir Putin, say what you want. Russia, are they number one enemy? What are they? Say what you want about Putin. Say what you want about Russia, and the people are pro-Russia, anti-Russia. Here's the thing. Vladimir Putin, he doesn't love the United States, okay? He wants the United States to be weaker. He wants Russia, obviously, to be the strongest country in the world. The United States kind of stands in their way. There's a history between the two nations, right? Vladimir Putin does not love the United States. Why would he want a guy who said, Donald Trump, he wants to put America first, that he wants to make America great again? Why would he want a wild card who isn't controlled by anybody, especially back in that 2016 campaign, a political outsider to run the United States of America? Vladimir Putin is a Russian nationalist. He believes and he wants a strong Russia. The United States prevents that from happening, or at least prevents Russia from being one of the top, the top of the top when it comes to the global stage. Why would he prefer Donald Trump to Hillary Clinton? Nobody has asked that question since 2016. It makes no sense. Of course, Vladimir Putin would have preferred Hillary Clinton to be president. She's weaker. Now we know he had dirt on her. There were talks between Democrats and Russia about the reset button. Hillary had that, the uranium stuff with Russia and all of that. I mean, there is a history between the two where they know each other. He can predict her behaviors. Even in 2024, Vladimir Putin came out and said, yeah, we want Joe Biden. You know why? Because under Joe Biden, he can get away with anything. He did the same thing with Kamala Harris. He said, well, since Biden endorsed Harris, I endorsed Harris. Obviously, Vladimir Putin wants the weakest leader in charge of America. The same way Donald Trump said, I don't want Pierre Poilievre to lead Canada. He's a strong conservative. I want that Carney guy. I want the weak liberal. Because it puts Donald Trump in a stronger position when it comes to negotiating between the United States and Canada, just like Hillary Clinton being president would have put Vladimir Putin in a stronger position when he had to negotiate between his country and the United States. This idea that Vladimir Putin preferred Trump is preposterous. It's ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Now we find out that Vladimir Putin had the damaging info on Hillary Clinton, but held it back in the 2016 election because they thought that Hillary was going to win and then use it essentially as blackmail in negotiations going forward. The whole Russia hoax narrative is dead. Dead on arrival. DOA. It is dead. It is flatline. It is 6 feet under. Stick a fork in it, Jerry. It's done. Thank you, Tulsi Gabbard. And thank you to, finally, people are starting to go, wow. Huh. Vladimir Putin may not have preferred Trump after all. Of course he didn't. It makes no sense for him to have supported Trump. Absolutely no sense. All right. Quick break. Then we're going to get to Australia. We're going to get to clips from the Fed. And we're going to get to that bizarre story out of Tallahassee. And then we're going to get to your calls. Before we do that, I got to talk to you about our friends over at Patriot Mobile. That's patriotmobile.com/Farish, F-A-R-A-S-H. Folks, I realize there's many choices when it comes to who you choose for your cell phone service. And there are new ones popping up all the time. But here is the truth. There's only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes that freedom is worth fighting for. And that is Patriot Mobile, America's largest Christian conservative wireless provider. For more than 12 whole years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms while also providing exceptional nationwide cell phone service with access to all 3 of the major networks. Just don't take my word for it. Ask the hundreds of thousands of Americans who have made the switch and are now supporting causes that they believe in simply by joining Patriot Mobile. Hey, you got Patriot Mobile in the live chat? Let everybody know, just like you do with OFP Farms. Switching is easier than ever. Activate in minutes from the comfort of your own home. Keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. Patriot Mobile's all U.S.-based support team is standing by to take care of you. You heard that? All U.S.-based support team. Based. I love it. You gotta love it. Call 972-PATRIOT today or go to patriotmobile.com/FARASH. Use promo code Farish for a free month of service. That is patriotmobile.com/Farish, F-A-R-A-S-H, or call 972-PATRIOT today. Make the switch today, patriotmobile.com/FARASH or 972-PATRIOT, promo code FARASH. Okay, purehealthresearch.com. A message from the great Jeremy Harrell, who many of us are going to be seeing tomorrow morning at the Ark in Kentucky. Until then, here's a message from purehealthresearch.com via the great Jeremy Harrell.
Hey guys, what's going on? I got an incredible offer here for you from Pure Health Research. This is going to blow your mind. Look, I know so many people out there, especially as we get older, we want to drop a few pounds. We lose a little energy. We lose a little testosterone. We lose a little, estrogen. We just lose as we get older. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to gain, and this message is just for you. Pure Health Research is on a mission to what? Make America healthy again. They are aligned with Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s mission, and I'm aligned with that. Their 2 best-selling health supplements right now that are leading the way is the Liver Health Formula. Over 100 million Americans are sluggish because of a liver that is riddled with fatty deposits. This can kill your metabolism, pile on pounds, make you feel tired, all that. Liver Health Formula will take care of that. It supports your liver health with special nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. This is one of the easiest ways to slim down. Next is the lymph system support. If you struggle with fluid buildup or swelling in your legs, ankles, been there, done that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be for you. The natural ingredient in the lymph system formula helps gently flush extra fluids and toxins out of the body. Right now, you can get a limited time offer, 35% off right now. 35% off by going to purehealthresearch.com and using promo code LFA. That's Pure Health Research right now. Use promo code LFA and you'll get 35% off targeted products. I need something for this. I need something for that. They got it. And I want you to check out the reviews online. They are through the roof. PureHealthResearch.com, promo code LFA.
PureHealthResearch.com, promo code LFA. PureHealthResearch.com, promo code LFA. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you, Jeremy, for that message. Beef is now allowed in Australia. U.S. beef. Did you hear about this? Another win for the Trump administration. Throw another burger on the Barbie, as it says here on redstate.com. Trump wins again as Australia lifts the import ban on U.S. beef. So rather than bringing on the end of the world, it's the end of the world as we know it because of tariffs, as many of the panicans came out there and said. Instead, we're being treated fairly and getting access to other countries' markets around the world. Anybody who's played sports at a competitive level knows that streaks happen, both losing streaks and winning streaks. This is from the great Mike Miller over at Red State. And anyone who has paid even a modicum of attention to the first 6 months of Trump's presidency, his second term, of course, knows that this president remains on a winning streak, the likes of which no other president in U.S. history has experienced. This is it. The latest win in Trump's incredible winning streak comes from Down Under. Good on you, mate. Spites. Pride of the South for over 125 years. That's actually New Zealand's beer, but it's good stuff. I never knew my father. I am a nice shark. The left-wing Labour government of Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese pulled off an incredible and surprising backflip by announcing the end of all restrictions against American beef imports. In a move Trump's White House hailed as a major victory over, quote, non-scientific trade barriers that had left U.S. farmers, quote, on the sidelines for 2 decades. Albanese had staunchly vowed in April to stand firm and did not give in while Trump demanded full access for all U.S. beef. In other words, given the prime minister's backflip, Trump won, Albanese 0. And this game is over. Again, how did Donald Trump make this happen? Tariffs. He said, you're not going to let our farmers sell you beef? You're not going to let our farmers export and sell beef to Australia? We're going to slap you bad baby style with tariffs. And you're not going to be happy. Not going to be happy about it. We're not going to let that happen. Australia, 4 months, 3 months, 3.5 months after that announcement said, you know what? All right, mate. Take it easy now. We'll play along. You can sell your beef to our people. Come on. Boom. Let's go. No issues. We love seeing Donald Trump win like this on the global stage. We just had a win with Japan as well. $500 billion investment in the United States. And Japan's going to be buying rice from us. What? An Asian country buying rice from us? You know what happened? The Prime Minister of Japan called Trump, said, Sir Donald-san, we want to make sure this happens. We want to get in there. Listen, this is a huge win. This is one of the best ways Donald Trump has used the tariffs to better position American businesses, farmers, etc. We love seeing this, and it's a huge win. It's a huge win. All right, Donald Trump also on the Federal Reserve. Did you see this clip? I know many people have probably played it a bunch. Trump and the Fed chairman Jerome Powell. Have you seen this clip going around? Because it is a hilarious clip, in my opinion, watching Jerome Powell kind of squirm. And I know people are like, Donald Trump added the thing, added an extra building to the to the sheet, and Powell called him out on it, and Trump got fact checked. Now, let me tell you what happened here. All right, Donald Trump gave you the full and total number of renovations that went on at the Fed. Powell didn't want that to happen. He thought Trump was being disingenuous, but it's true. Even Tim Scott next to Trump backs him up. Watch this.
And we're just taking a look at what's happening. It's a tough construction job. They're building basements where they didn't exist or expanding them, and a lot of very expensive work. There's no question about it. And Tim has been with me for a long time, and you're in charge of the committee.
Indeed. One of the reasons why I wanted to see it was the overruns of the expenses, wanted to figure out why.
So we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about $3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2.
This came from us.
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added.
Our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building,
Well,
including
no,
the
but
Martin building.
it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
But it's
So,
not new.
So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's.
The point that Donald Trump was making in this exchange is that the Fed has chewed through $3.1 billion to renovate their buildings. Jerome Powell didn't like the fact that Donald Trump included the other stuff that also got done as in addition to this main building, the Eccles building that they're renovating as well. But too bad, so sad. How about stop wasting money on making the Fed look like the Taj Mahal and cut interest rates? How's that sound? Does that sound good? I think it should sound good. All right. We got to get to your calls in a second. Before we do that, let's get to word from our friends at My Patriot Supply. It's MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com. Christmas in July sale. 2025 Christmas in July sale. According to the Department of Energy, did you hear this? Blackouts could increase by 10,000% over the next few years. It's because of massive energy demand from AI data centers and an aging, fragile power grid that just can't keep up. I don't know about you, I don't like the sound of being out of power, even if it's for a day, even if it's for a couple of hours. It's not my cup of tea. Listen, that's why I want you to take a look at the Grid Doctor 3300 My Patriot Supply Christmas in July bundle. It's a powerful solar generator that runs refrigerators, AC units, medical devices, power tools, anything you need to ride out a blackout. Right now, for their Christmas in July event, they're including over $1,000 in free survival gear with your generator, including an emergency food supply, water filtration, survival tools, and more. That's right. This is not a drill. Over $1,000 in free gear for a limited time. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. That's MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. Grab the Christmas in July bundle before it's gone forever. Blackouts are coming, so go to MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. The Grid Doctor 3300 is a solar generator, safe to run inside your house, right? You don't have to worry about the fumes and all that, buying gas. Don't have to worry about any of that. Grid Doctor 3300, MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com/ungoverned. Okay, we're going to get to your calls at 631-527-4545. But I have to get to this really funny story out of Tallahassee, Florida. Does anybody know what happened in Tallahassee? Anybody in the chat guess it yet? Were there any guesses that came from there with regards to what went on in Tallahassee? Anybody? Does anybody know? Did you see it, Brennan? Anybody in the chat guess it? Okay. No. There was an arrest made in Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, no. It wasn't me, I promise.
It wasn't Brennan. It was nobody. I don't think it was anybody that Brennan
Speak
knows.
saw.
Speak saw it. Speak knows what it is. Okay. There was an arrest made in Tallahassee, Florida. Pretty high profile public arrest.
Oh, Gina's got a story too, but not this one, though.
Chuck E. Cheese was arrested in Florida. Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, no, that's not a joke. Not a joke. Not a joke. The mascot in the Chuck E. Cheese facility was arrested for credit card fraud. It actually happened. There is actually a picture. Take a look at this. Look at that on the screen. Chuck E. Cheese. Look, let me go ahead and pivot over to this. Chuck E. Cheese right there. Arrested in Florida right there. Handcuffs on the mouse. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. Tallahassee. Credit card fraud. Here's another picture of, like, they got him in the, like, this is just ridiculous. Look at that. They got him in the whole costume, cuffs on, walking him out the door. Hey, everybody wanted perp walks. You got one. Chuck E. Cheese. 631-527-4545. You're on your way to the Ark. Give us a call. You got something to say. Where are the keyboard warriors, by the way? I'm waiting for a keyboard warrior to give us a call. Because everyone wanted to yell and scream about how Brigitte Macron is absolutely a guy. It's put up or shut up time. And right now, I don't see anybody talking to us about it. But I do have one of our favorite callers giving us a call right now. And that would be the great Heather from Kansas City. What is going on, Heather?
Howdy.
You tell me. Hey,
really
listen,
out loud
first, Chuck E. Cheese got arrested. Did you have anything to do with that?
I didn't hear that story yet, so that is hilarious. You just made my day. So that was funny.
Yeah, Cody knows about it too. Cody Lonizak in Florida knows about it. He's he's on X, and he's like, Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, Chuck E. Cheese got arrested in Florida. It's incredible.
Yeah, and whenever they say the Brennan guy or whatever, I'm like, oh, what'd Brennan do? No, I'm just kidding.
I know, I do too. I'm like, oh gosh. Oh gosh.
John Brennan. Yeah, John Brennan is a card-carrying communist, right? This is what happens when you put a card-carrying communist in the office of the Director of National Intelligence. You get craziness,
exactly. Well, I hope y'all have fun at the Ark. I won't be there, but I'll be watching. And I heard I saw pictures of Taylor and Travis lately, so we'll see what
they're still together, huh? So he's not the subject of her latest song.
Her song, no, just the one that was the good song, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But football starts soon. I'm ready for my fantasy football draft in a couple weeks, so I don't know who I'll pick yet, but I'm getting there. So.
Well, my JETS Jets had a scare yesterday. Our quarterback went down with a lower leg injury in practice. However, it wound up just being a dislocated toe, and he's fine. So,
okay, well, that's good.
We all thought, I was like, oh, great. The season's usually over by week 4 for us. I was like, oh, great, it's over already. That's great. Wonderful.
Exactly.
Great.
Well, I told my husband this morning. I was like, well, if you and Brendan ever come here, we'll probably have to go to Royals game because the Chiefskin's a little expensive.
Oh, I'd love to go to Kauffman Park. That's where the Royals play. It's a nice place.
We'll have to go before they move. So
I heard that they're moving. I heard that they want. Are they moving out of the state?
Yeah, I think that's or out of town, something. They want to do a downtown park. So I don't know where they would put it in our downtown area, honestly, but they would. That's what they want.
They could come to Nashville. Nashville wants an MLB team. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if Nashville's going to be able to do it yet, but I hope they don't lose. I hope they don't leave. I love the city deserves a baseball team. So.
It's a memory for all of us kids that grew up here, and But anyway, I won't keep you from your calls. But you and Brendan have a good trip to the Ark, and we'll be watching.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Heather from Kansas City. Have a great weekend. That was the great Heather from Kansas City. Giving us a call at 631-527-4545. We'll get to calls in just a second. I do have to talk to you about our friends over at Armra Colostrum. It is tryarmra.com/LFA TV. That is TRYARMRA.com/LFA TV. If you don't want the glowing skin like our friend Dylan from Iowa, I don't know what's wrong with you. But you know what? We're always on the lookout for ways to strengthen our immunity, our gut health, improve our fitness and metabolism, and enhance skin and hair radiance. That's what Armra Colostrum can do for you. And more. Colostrum is the first nutrition we receive in life. Contains all the essential nutrients that our bodies need in order to thrive. It can help you reactivate your hair growth and help your skin glow. It can help fortify your gut health and ignite your metabolism. And it can help fuel your fitness, performance, and recovery. You can harness the close-guarded secret of elite athletes' long prize for its unrivaled ability to take performance to its apex. Colostrum has been shown in research to help enhance nutrient absorption, promote lean muscle building, and improve endurance while fueling cellular repair regeneration for faster recovery. And specifically, colostrum has been shown to improve fitness endurance by 20%, decrease recovery time by over 50% after intense exercise, improve stamina, and specifically build lean muscle mass. Check it out at tryarmra.com/LFA TV. That is TRYARMRA.com/LFA TV. tryarmra.com/LFA TV for 15% off of your entire order, first order. That's tryarmra.com/LFA TV. All right. We've got another call coming in, trying to connect to it right now. It is in the process of connecting, and we've got it connected. Who do we have on the line here? I think I know who it is. I'm going to say this is Conservative Autumn.
Yes,
Woo!
You got it.
I finally remembered the number. It's the area code that gives it away. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Oh, we're doing all right. My throat does not hurt this morning. The sinuses are clear. We're doing very well. How are you? I already asked that. What's going on?
I just wanted to come on and say that Chuck E. Cheese story was insane.
Was it funny? Did you see the picture of him in handcuffs? It was credit card fraud. The only thing that would have made it better is if it was like a Juan Rivera Lopez Fernandez Martinez, and it wasn't. It was just Chuck E. Cheese credit card fraud, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your childhood? Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese? You ever do that when you were a kid?
Yeah, I have.
Did you ever think that you'd see Chuck E. Cheese being led out of the building in handcuffs?
No.
And I would think it would be something for a little different than
Gosh,
credit card
the
fraud, but
mechanical Chucky
Yeah.
was terrifying. They used to the mechanical ones would be on the stage,
Yeah, the
playing the
animatronics.
music, and
Yeah.
it was the scariest
Scary.
thing.
Very scary. Well, Gracie, I'm glad you appreciated the story there. Anything else on your mind? You ready for the weekend?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Well, we hope you have a great weekend, and I'm glad you appreciated the Chuck E. Cheese. Thanks for the call, as always.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys too. Bye.
All right. That's Conservative Autumn. She's great. We got a bunch of people calling. The Chuck E. Cheese story was a hit.
It's so silly.
You
So
know,
was he pretending to be the real Chucky, or was he paid to do
It was
that?
credit card fraud.
I know.
No, he worked there.
Oh, he did work there.
That was his. That was not an imposter Chuck E. Cheese. That was Chuck E. Cheese. The person in the suit was wanted for credit card
So
fraud.
he was
and they,
on the job.
on the job.
Yeah.
And arrested him.
They came
There you
in
go.
there.
All right, we got another call connected. Who do we got here?
Hey, it's Jay. How you doing, Sean?
Jay, how are you?
Great. I'm Ken Jaso's husband, the Gettysburg duo.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious! Please say hello to Devil's Den for me.
We just got back, and I know yesterday she told you guys about that ICE raid at one of the local restaurants.
Montezuma's. Yeah, Montezuma's
Yeah,
revenge.
Well, they had a revenge, right? Listen, we were at our hotel, and they must have been doing a raid, I think, in maybe possibly Maryland. You should have seen the number of cop cars, vans. It was unbelievable.
Really? And this is a hotel in what? In Gettysburg you were at?
Right. Yeah, right in Gettysburg. And then the week
Wow.
before, the Annabelle doll happened. So, what's going on in Gettysburg?
I heard about this. So now let me ask you a question. Was there was a paranormal investigator who wound up dead in his hotel room or something?
Yes, and they're saying the Annabelle is now missing.
Yeah, the doll's missing. But
Correct.
did they determine what he died of? Was it fentanyl or something? Was it a drug overdose or something like that?
I haven't been able to find a cause for it. It's a little disturbing because you don't know what hotel he was at. All I know is the hotel we were at had no media signs all over it, and I think that had to probably do with whatever the police were going on. But what a crazy story.
That is crazy, and leave it to Gettysburg. Maybe that's Gettysburg sending a sign saying, I need to go back there and kind of get it all under control. Maybe that's what it is. Listen, appreciate the update from Gettysburg, and if we're ever up that way, I'll be sure, we'll be sure to let you know. I miss that place. It's one of my favorite places in the country, so.
Listen, we go every year. We'll keep in contact with you. Be more than happy.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for the call. You have a great weekend.
All right, you guys have a good one, too.
All right, bye. Ken Jaso's husband, talking about the bizarre story out of Gettysburg. I think I know who we have here. I'm almost 100% certain I know who we've got here connecting. Is this the Great Sauce? Hello.
Sean.
There he is. It took him about 10 years to reply to my thing. Is this the Great Sauce? What's going on?
Not much. I'm still alive.
Good. That's always a good thing.
I'm at the point now where all I'm doing is listening. I'm enjoying what's going on. I'm at the point where I will not hold my breath until something actually happens, because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And the last thing, pretty much, I gotta stay off of X. I really do, because every time I go on there, I see Brian Krasenstein. That just absolutely ticks me off. He is such a social media whore.
Yeah.
And he's
You're
the
not wrong about
dumbest
that.
thing walking on two legs.
Yeah. No, he is one of the and he's in competition with his twin brother Ed Krasenstein, who's also one of the dumbest things walking on two legs. X is an interesting place these days. I'll say that. And you're wise to avoid the platform, especially if the Krasensteins annoy you, because, like you mentioned, they're social media hooers, as you mentioned. Yes.
The worse than 13-year-old girls. I want to say hi to Brennan, and before I go, I want to say go Birds and Bang Gavel.
There you go, Bang Gavel. Thank you very much, Sauce. There you go.
Have a great day, Sauce.
Have a great weekend. We love him. He's another one having a hard time. Look, X has been an interesting place. Everyone's at each other's throat. My block button has been worn thin.
Oh,
I
love the block.
I've just been blocking people like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, I love it.
I have a lot of patience, but I'm at the point now where, this is what gets you blocked. Number one, if you tag Grok in my mentions and you're like, Grok, is this true? Blocked. Okay, gone.
Speak did that after you
Speak
said
did it as a joke. And Grok was like, well, based off of Sean's post, you might get blocked. So that's one. Another one is when people say, so you just think, and it's like they're throwing thoughts and words in my mouth. Hate that, right? So if I'm like, I think that that the Russia conspiracy, the Spygate conspiracy is more important than Epstein's. Like, so you're okay with kids getting abused? And I'm like, no. Who said that? That's a lot of people. They're going from 0 to 60 by skipping 1 through 59. That's a big problem. And the algorithm's been a little rough lately, serving up some pretty sloppy content. The Krasensteins being one of them. All right, we're getting ready for the Ark. We're going to be leaving here real early tomorrow. Got a lot to take care of before we do that. Before we go today, I do want to make a quick mention here of the LFA TV store. That is LFATV.us. Get that LFA TV merch. Let's see, you know what? I may be wearing some LFA TV merch tomorrow at the Ark in Kentucky. What do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be a flannel? Is it going to be a hat? Is it going to be the I Don't Really Care Margaret shirt? Is it going to be something else that's on the LFA TV store? Is it going to be better than what you're wearing to the Ark tomorrow? I don't know. But if you're not wearing something from the LFA TV store, it's not going to be as good as what I'm wearing, because I am going to be having something on, some sort of merchandise from the LFA TV store, and you can pick up whatever it is that I am going to be wearing tomorrow at the Ark. We'll be wearing that. So it's LFATV.us. Click on that LFA TV store tab, and then the visit the store tab off to the right-hand side so that you can go ahead and grab and see everything that there is to offer at the LFA TV store. LFATV.us. LFATV.us. Jeremy is not up next. The great Pete Santilli will be filling in for the remainder of his show today. Jeremy is obviously en route, getting ready for tomorrow's event at the Ark in Kentucky, which we are all very, very excited for. But keep it locked right here for Pete Santilli, who will be taking the next 2 hours like the trooper that he is here on LFA TV, rumble.com/LFA TV. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're sharing it over on X. Make sure you're reposting it over on X. Make sure you're resharing it anywhere you're watching this. Subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcast by searching for Ungoverned on any podcasting platform. As President Trump says, we will never give up, we will never give in, we will never ever surrender. And if all else fails, we'll just become ungovernable. Thank you. God bless you. God bless this one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a tremendous rest of your day. Have a great weekend. We're back on Monday, right? Back here on Monday morning, same time, same place. Until then, in the words of John Fetterman, good night, everybody. Bang, gavel. And as President Trump says, thank you for your attention to this matter.